48 this year, and trying to lose weight at my age is more than just keeping up with good looks, trying to look handsome. It's much more than that, because at my age, right, trying to bring our weight down is more like a survival mode. I would say it's like life and death. I'm not kidding, because putting up weight at our age, right, put a lot of stress on our body. That means what? That means you have a higher risk of heart attack. There's more risk of getting blocked arteries. Then you have strokes and all this kind of health risks. So that's why I say that putting our weight down, controlling it, right, is actually very important. For me, it becomes a priority, right? But talking about weight loss, if you strip down and take away all the noise, right, to me, it basically comes down to two things only, right? The core things that you need to take note. For me, is first the obvious one, diet, right? Because what we eat is what we become, right? The second one is exercise, to maintain the fitness, our endurance, our stamina, our core strength, our cardio. So these two things together will give you hopefully a good health But I wish it's that simple I mean, if it is just like a matter of eating healthily and then you can put down weight, that would be so good, right? But it's not like that. It's not. I think there's more than it. And from my research, in my journey of trying to slim down, to control my weight, I found out that it's more than just diet alone, right? And exercise. There's actually a fundamental thing going on in our body that if we get it right, it makes the whole thing so much more effective. And it actually helped me to lose quite a lot of weight, 15 over kilos, and I'm still maintaining it just because I understand this thing and what people call the gut health. That's the main fundamental that govern our metabolism, our health in general. So our family has a history of eczema, skin condition, very sensitive skin, right? So from young we have to be careful of what kind of shampoo or what kind of soap that we use If not, we will flare up, and in some conditions like very humid weather, very hot weather, jialat, our skin will all flare up, right? So skin condition actually got worse when I increased weight. Very strange, right? I didn't know the correlation until I go and do research, So skin condition is one side effect of weight gain. The other one is bloatiness, right? After you eat already, a lot of gas inside. A lot of you feel very, very, very full, not because of the food, because of the gas, the air sort of like make your whole stomach bloated, So it happens to me a lot when that time I was like 80 over kilograms. So I will gouge the food, eat very fast, and then cannot move already. I feel the food going up already, so overeating also So it causes bloatiness. And what's the worst? After eating already I think after eating about 10-15 minutes start liao. My whole brain cannot work already, right? What they call food coma. My brain sort of like shut down already. Ding, hibernate mode. So meaning after a heavy meal and which is usually a heavy meal. When that time I was overweight, right? Every meal was almost like a heavy meal. After the meal, I will lie down on my taxi seat, cannot drive, lie down for a while, and that's actually very bad because you're not supposed to sit down after a heavy meal. You're supposed to walk a bit, right? But I don't know, just like too tired already, cannot think, lie down there about half an hour. Maybe I need a nap, half an hour or so, then I can start my engine. Is that bad? So I don't know about you guys, but this food coma thing affect me quite a lot, and I need to sleep a lot too, because feeling tired all the time, that kind of tiredness it's like when you eat already it's like your factory, your inside your liver your stomach the whole gut like okay, time to OT. Then they need work to a point they exhausted, because wear and tear, the system cannot take it already. I mean last time young we can after eat already chiong, Nowadays, because the system overwork, I need to rest. So that's what happened to me. Bloatiness, tiredness, food coma, and also this food coma thing, I think for me it extended for a long period of time. No, what I'm trying to say is, well, even after like lunchtime, maybe 11 I eat lunch last time. So after 11 I drive 12, 1 o'clock, right? The food coma never go away. It just like make my brain a bit foggy. So what I found is just called brain fog. Kind of like blur, cannot really make split second decision, like not sharp. I don't feel sharp at all. I feel muddy, right? That's the kind of feeling. So if you ask me to do some accounting work then or some like let's say the fare is $27.75, then you give me $50 note, I need to make mental calculation cannot do, no output, cannot think properly. That's why I have a small calculator in my taxi to help me calculate if let's say somebody give me a cash, I need to give the balance. So yeah, brain fog is quite bad. It's very bad. It fog my brain. I don't know, maybe it affects my memory, short-term memory also. So yeah, beside the skin condition, the bloatiness, the food coma, brain fog, these are the things that come with weight gain lah. Right, so I'm not sure you encountered that, but for me it's actually very obvious. It's actually quite a struggle, and obviously I cannot, because of my weight, right? I when I climb up stairs, it's a struggle. It's really a no joke, no. Just a few flights only, I start to pan already. How like that? I feel so old, But that time I only like 37. Sorry, not 30, 46, 47, like that. Why do I feel like a 60-year-old man? Like I can't even climb a few flights of stairs, And my wife was laughing at me lah, like, "Walao, you only like young man, why you?" Which I can feel it. I actually feel quite bad about myself, And also one thing I realized that time when I was in this overweight mode, right? While driving, I always have this twitching of muscle, My muscle will twitch involuntarily, just twitch, then twitch left eye, right eye. There's a Chinese tradition saying that if you twitch your left eye, you will meet an old friend. I don't know left or right. If you twitch your right eyes, I mean you good luck, money will come. No not true no luck So I think the twitching is because metabolism issue. Could be also could be. Yeah, but I remember a lot of cramps, right? My because then I realized it's because my blood circulation is very bad. First thing first, I sit in a taxi for a long period of time, then bad diet, no exercise, become all the things just clog up, not moving, and meaning if I don't come out, when I stand up and walk, right, I feel a bit faint. Yeah, and also cramps on the legs, right, calf area. It's quite bad. It's actually quite bad. It got me actually worried, and that's one thing that prompted me to go and do blood tests, because Grab, right, that time was offering a lot of these blood tests, right? So they got blood tests and free one offered by their, I don't know, vendor or what, they have a collaboration. So yeah, I go for that. Oh, one last thing before I jump to the next section, right, is because I get tired all the time, I sleep a lot, and yet the sleep is not full. It's not like one that full sleep, like you feel rested. No, I feel like, yeah, I sleep a lot, but I never sleep. And especially at night. At night, right, I will wake up and go to the toilet 2-3 times a day. Sorry, at night. I will keep going up, but I never drink water. So then after that, I find out is why I keep going to the toilet is because of my sugar. Right, sugar will because the body is trying to clear out the sugar, right? It prompts you to go to the toilet to clear it out. So yeah, so I never had enough rest and all these things add up really jialat, make me like a zombie, right? Made me feel bad. Emotionally, I'm feeling very down and out, very sian, no motivation to do things because not focused, no energy, right? And food never satisfy me. Keep eating. So at the start of my diet journey, I was quite naive I was thinking maybe eat less, right? It could help. Instead of eating 5 meals, just eat 3 meals, for example, right? Obviously it helped, but not that much, right? Because the craving is still there, right? My eczema still have bloatiness, and all these side effects is still around, and it's been buggering me, right? So the question is diet alone, the food that we eat, is that the culprit? Is that the main culprit? Yeah, of course it plays a big part. The food that I eat are usually ultra processed food. What I mean by ultra processed food, they are food that have been heavily processed in the factories. Potato chips, chocolates, those Nutella, bread. Can bread be considered ultra processed food? And a lot of this stuff lah. So it becomes like the body don't know how to deal with it, especially at our age when our metabolism is not good. You don't know what to do. You just store it at the liver and then become fatty liver. Yeah. So the gut also crave more and more of this ultra processed food, those sugar, those carbo inside. They crave, because you must understand the gut inside are all the bacteria, right? It is a home for all the bacteria. There are good bacteria inside that help us to digest the food, right? So when you feed these bacteria, right, our friend in our stomach, you feed them with all this high carbo stuff, ultra processed stuff, they want more, right? They want more and more and more. Then what do? They will tell you, go and send signal to your brain, say, hey, Eddie, come, give me more, I need more, right? But you are never full, you keep eating. Yeah, and this sweet stuff, this glucose spikes and all this, what happens? So what happened, from my research I understand, what happened is these things goes inside your gut, right, and feed this bacteria, the bacteria called candida. Candida, I don't know how to pronounce that. It's a kind of yeast, right? It's a bacteria, and when it's always there, right? But when it overpopulate your gut, jialat already, it can cause a lot of problem, right? All the things that I just described, eczema, bloatiness, your brain fog, and all this. So I was not medically diagnosed that I have candida, right? But the profile fit everything. So I self-diagnosed. Now obviously, come on, I'm not a medical professional, not a doctor. So take it with a pinch of salt, right? You are listening this video from a taxi driver. It's through my experience and research only. So what I found, I share with you. Hopefully you can go and do your own research, but I still suggest you go and do your own blood test. Go and speak to a medical professional, a nutritionist or a doctor or something, right? Get it right. Right, this video is maybe to give you that push, that inspiration to go and do something about it. Not really as a diagnosis tool, please. So anyway, yeah, I suspect I've got candida. So what happened is I got in one of the fold of my skin, right? I have these black patches, black patches even on my neck. Then I go and do research. It's mostly a effect of this candida, that bacteria, right, that excrete out don't know what that cause this eczema problem to flare up, So I know jialat already, because I told in my last time I can, because of stress I can really whack the sugar one bottle of Nutella, the big one, I can finish up in 2 days, 3 days. Just take a spoon and eat only. Really bad. Then I love bread. Bread is one of my favorite, right? And all those, potato chips and all these fries, all this. So sibei jialat. That's why I know already, right? It is not the food that's bad, Yeah, this ultra processed food we cannot avoid one. You go NTUC, you go your supermarket. How to avoid? Is there? Is there, and will always be there, right? But can we say we don't eat at all? No, I still eat but with moderation. The difficulty thing is to find the balance. At the start, I need to cut it off totally because it's so bad. My eczema is so bad. My brain fog, my food coma is so bad and my condition is getting worse and worse. I need to cut it off 100%. Then after that, I can feel. After a week, actually I can feel the effect. I don't crave anymore. The body very smart. They know. Eddie is not feeding us that, and then we never mind. Don't have the next best thing. They ask for protein, ask for good fats. Good fats like olive oil, from egg yolk, all this. So yeah, they know how to transit. They know how to transit from bad carbo to good carbo, right? They even this gut, right, because they don't rely on this candida. They don't rely on these sweets and all these to grow themselves, the population become less and less and less. Then my gut, the good bacteria take over, and whole thing change. Yeah, because I've been feeding my gut with different type of things, proteins, basically keto diets lah. A lot of eggs. Yeah, I add a lot of eggs. Right. I drink. I don't no longer. I stopped drinking kopi and change it to kopi or kosong. Right. Last time I used to drink kopi siu dai or kopi or like that, but I changed it now to all kopi or kosong. And my drinks, right? No more Coke, no more energy drink, no more Sprite. All these Q10, all these no more already. Only one thing: water, plain water, plain old water. This one is miracle. Water is really miracle. When you feel a little bit hungry, gulp down. Water help me to quit a lot of things, right? Diet, bad food like ultra processed food, it helped me a lot also. Just gulp. Morning I wake up, hydrate myself, gulp down already. So yeah, so understanding that your health, your gut, right, is like HQ for all the other problem will help you a lot. That mind shift, that you need to feed it with good stuff, right? Yes, you can still eat all those potato chip and all this. I still do, but I just take 1 or 2 bites only. Because after you do away with all this, right, you will find that your taste bud come back. Like last time, I need very gao one. The salt, I really need a lot of salt to feel the saltiness in the food. But nowadays, if a food is too sweet, I eat a little bit, I can taste straight away. It's like I activate back my taste bud. It's like if you're a non-smoker, you can smell somebody smoking one from their clothes even. It's the same thing. The sense of smell came back after you quit. Food is also like that. So I know I succeed already. So from then on, I don't rely on all these ultra processed food to become an energy source. I change it, and it does make a lot of difference. See, nowadays my eczema still have, but much better. Much. It don't flare up like last time. And so itchy everywhere. Now, thank God, it goes down a lot. Of course, protein loss no more already. I can eat a lot, but yet don't feel bloat. No more food coma. Whole day I can go without nap. I also feel shook. Very focused. I feel very sharp lah. Really can try it. You can feel a difference. I'm not bluffing you. So yeah, I hope this video will give you a rough idea, and you can do your own research. Now internet, you can find out everything. Wow, what's best? The ChatGPT. You can use ask ChatGPT what Eddie say is bullshit or not, right? Then you go and speak to a medical professional. This does not replace professional advice. It's just to give you an idea how to change your mindset, right? How to go about doing it so that maybe it's more effective. Not just blindly cut down your meals. Not so simple. There's a lot of fundamentals behind, right? Okay lah, I've been talking a lot already. I hope you find this video useful, and if you have any comments like, Eddie, this one anyhow say one, okay, please put it down in the comments so all of us can learn. And if you want to share your diet journey, I welcome you to put it in the comment as well, right? It's difficult, yeah, but it could be easier if you know that you are not alone in this journey. I hope you all the best of health, be happy, and I'll see you in my next one. 加油，拜拜。